you take a look around our website, you'll find videos on using the SmartWire as a standalone unit, using the SmartWire in conjunction with sensors. What we're going to talk about now is using the SmartWire in conjunction with a Racepak data logger, and this really is where the product shines. The reason is, once you connect the SmartWire to the data logger, not only are you controlling outputs through the SmartWire, you're now going to be recording all the data coming into the SmartWire, such as current, switching events and that type of information, to the memory card of the data logger, which is going to allow you to then download the data and review it the same as any other data channel. Before we jump into the details on how to connect the SmartWire to the Racepak data logger, let's talk for a second exactly about the technology we utilize. We call it VNet, or basically CAN bus system. And the method is we utilize two wires or two pins inside this 5-pin connector to transmit all the data. What that allows you to do is share the information between the SmartWire, between the data logger, between the sensors, and between instrumentation, all on a single common cable. It's basically the same thing as transmitting your telephone, your internet, and your cable service all over a single cable coming into your home. All right, let's first talk about the actual physical connection of the SmartWire to the data logger. If you look closely, you'll notice there's a T connector connected to the VNet port of the SmartWire. That T connector in this particular example is connected to a pressure sensor. All we're going to do is take a VNet extension cable, connect between the sensor itself, the module, over to the T connector of the data logger. And now what that allows you to do is share and transmit the information from the sensor to the SmartWire, so it can utilize that to turn on and off events or on and off devices. At the same time, all of this data is transmitted down this cable over to the data recorder, where it's actually being recorded on the memory card of the data logger, where you can pull it out and review the data after the run. All right, now let's talk about the programming of the actual SmartWire. In previous videos, we talked about programming it as a standalone unit, in which case you would plug into the mini USB connector here on top of the SmartWire and then route over to your PC. In this example, since we're connecting the SmartWire to the data logger, we're going to program the SmartWire just as if it was a sensor through the programming port of the data logger itself. Once you connect the PC to the data logger, the data channels from the SmartWire are added to the configuration file or the setup file of the data logger, just the same as if it was a temperature sensor, pressure sensor, RPM sensor, or any other type of sensor you normally would have connected to the data logger. Once the data channels of the SmartWire is added to the Racepak data logger, you can now complete the actual programming of the SmartWire using the DataLink 2 software. So if you want to trigger outputs, devices, that type of thing, using a temperature sensor, pressure sensor, any other type of sensor connected up, you'll simply select those appropriate outputs, tie them in with the appropriate sensors themselves, and complete the programming process. In this example here, as you can see, we have a Racepak dash, a data recorder, a pressure sensor, and the SmartWire. The beauty of this system and the beauty of the design is such that this pressure sensor is sharing its information with the dash for driver instrumentation, with the SmartWire to trigger outputs, and with the data recorder to record the information, so that after the run, or after whatever type of motorsports you're involved in, you can pull the memory card out, download the information, and review it. Keep in mind that while we're using a data recorder, a dash, a SmartWire, and a pressure sensor all connected together, you can utilize the SmartWire in a standalone mode using just the sensors themselves to trigger outputs. You can utilize the data recorder with the sensor, or you can utilize the data recorder dash and a sensor. So you can mix and match a number of our technologies together to allow you to custom tailor a setup just for your specific needs. Thanks for watching, and make sure you check out all our other videos at racepaksmartwire.com.